Here with head coach Ben Miller following a pretty hard-fought 88-83 victory over Georgia Southwestern today in the Peach Belt Conference Tournament quarterfinals. Coach, you led for 29 minutes in this one, but at times it didn't seem like you had led for that long.
No, they played great, man. They got a good team. They're hard to guard. I mean, and Coach Leader, I think he's one of the best coaches we play against, and they got a lot of veterans. They shoot the ball so well, but defensively they're really tough. And it's one of those games this time of year. Everybody that's still going is good, and we had to play well to have a chance to win.
Let's talk about a couple glaring stat lines. Team-wise, Georgia Southwestern, you expected this coming in. They were 12 of 24 from the perimeter. 3, Derek Rudolph accounted for 5 of those by himself. I mean, you expected them to come in and shoot the 3 well, but did you expect them to shoot it that well?
They're capable. I mean, they've had games where they've made 15 or 20, I think. I don't know. I know they have some school records for threes made this year in single games and probably the season. So, and it's tough. It's not like they put 1 or 2 shooters out there. They have lineups where they got 3 or 4 guys that can really shoot it. And so it's tough. I mean, it's tough to help. And some of those, were pretty well contested and deep, but they make them. I mean, so, challenge our guys to just hang in there and keep battling. We're gonna have to play better defensively because they shot not just from the 3, but overall, they were 56%, but almost half of their made field goals were threes, and that's what they do. So something going into the next round, because Montevallo, they got really good players, and everybody this time of year is good. Fortunately, we scored the ball well enough, but we're gonna have to guard better.
Let's talk about a couple team stats for you. Big one, 28-27 rebounds. You guys win the rebounding battle today. But let's look at the free throws. 25 of 30 from the free throw line. You got to be pleased with that coming out of this game.
That's something our guys have done pretty consistently throughout the year is step up and knocking their free throws. I mean, we got, pretty good shooters at every position. We don't have anybody that, we're afraid of getting fouled, and our guys are pretty confident. So they put in some extra time on the free throws, and it's going to be important down the stretch.
Let's talk about some individuals in this game. 5 guys in double figures today. Quamaine Rose with a game best 21 points. Actually matched the game best with 21 points. He also had 7 assists, 3 rebounds. You got 14 from Ben Jacobs, 12 from Brandon Whitford, 11 from Griffin Pittman, 10 from Cody Hughes, who stepped up and had a huge game for you guys. Your offensive guys, your offense has performed very well over the last 2 or 3 weeks. But talk about your guys today. Who impressed you the most?
Well, we've got good balance with this team. Even when some guys, like Watts didn't, shoot it quite as well as he has at times, but there's other guys that step up. It's nice when you can bring a guy like Ben Jacobs off the bench, Cody Hughes, Kashina Hinton. Reggie came in and gave us good minutes. So we had contributions from a lot of different plays. I think everybody that played scored, and we had, 5 guys in double figures. So that balance really helps. But the other thing I think that's been good is our guys are executing a little bit better. We're sharing the ball. We got a very unselfish bunch. So it's fun to play that way. Now we got to, rest tomorrow and come back and work on our defense because, again, they're good, but we're going to have to guard better.
Luxury of staying at home next week with this win. UNCP plays host to the PBC championships here next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Starts on Friday night with the team banquet. Actually starts probably on Thursday with shoot-arounds and then the team banquet. You got a Spirit Squad competition mixed in there. 4 games, 2 women's, 2 men's games on Saturday, and then the championships on Sunday. Couldn't be a better reward for this team, especially 25-4 this year. It gets to have more fun by hosting the PBC championships.
Yeah. Really happy for our players. I mean, they've been fun to be around on and off the court. They've worked extremely hard. We struggled last year, but I think they all grew and matured from the experience, and they're reaping the rewards this year. But hopefully we got a lot of basketball left to play. I'm also really happy for our fans. We got unbelievable fans in the community, on campus here with the students, and I'm really happy for this program, this community, this university to have a chance to host a tournament like the Peach Belt, because it's one of the best. When we've been fortunate enough to play in it, it's been one of the best I've ever been a part of. And I think for our fans to have an opportunity to see it up close and personal is going to be really special.
Quite possibly maybe the biggest downfall out of this thing is you do host the Peach Belt Conference regular season champion. Montevallo is your first game. Likely going to be a 6 o'clock game on Saturday. But let's talk about Montevallo. You got them for the first time in program history this year on the road. What do you remember about that game? What is Montevallo going to throw at you?
Well, they're playing a lot. I don't think we played well at their place. I mean, I'll give our guys credit because we were dialed in and we guarded them fairly well. I don't think they played their best. So I think our guys know that we're going to get their best shot, as we did today with Southwestern. I thought played great. But I think everybody this time of year is really good. And, Montevallo, kudos to them for winning the regular season. It's tough in this league. It's a grind. It's a lot of games. And for them to go 17-2 in this league is a huge accomplishment. And they got, I think, maybe one of, if not the best players in the country. I think one of the best coaches in the country, and Danny Young and Trorin Brown, is a returning All-American Player of the Year. But they also have a lot of other guys that can score and defend and play inside. So they also have really good balance. But I think it's just going to be a great Peach Belt basketball game. And I'm excited for our players to have an opportunity to play in a game of that magnitude, and for our fans to have a chance to see it up close and personal, and our university have a chance to host.